I think it's really important to remember that at the end of the day, regarding Jeffrey Epstein, this is about the fact that there were children who were raped and human trafficked by adult men and women. And at the end of the day, one of the people that raped and trafficked children was the President of the United States. Yesterday, when the House Democrats Committee released some pictures, it was really jarring to see sex toys that a majority of us have never ever seen before. And I want everyone to know and remember that those sex toys were used on children. Those sex toys were used to rape children. And I want people to remember at the end of the day, this story is about children being raped and human trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Donald Trump. Here is a really important clip, I feel, of a Epstein survivor talking to CNN yesterday about what it was like seeing those pictures yesterday.
What's it like to see photos like this released from the estate today? How are you doing?
Thank you for asking that. I think that this can be really difficult for us. And when we're seeing these photos, things that might seem like they don't matter to the general public can really be meaningful to us. I was talking to a survivor earlier who said, to the rest of the world, that just looks like a room. But to me, that's the phone that I picked up to call for help. And so these things can be really incredibly triggering for us. And at the same time, we realize how important it is for this to all come out. These images can be really horrific. There were some images that were released today that were particularly difficult for me. And we're going to see that happen as information is released. But we're really standing together, united, in the fact that it is so important that this information comes out, and we're willing to sit in that discomfort while it does.
Lauren, to that point, you have worked, and I think that the combination of balance, but also strength and courage that comes with that balance. You've worked on behalf of Epstein victims, seen their reactions as more and more of these documents come out. You can't generalize an entire group, but how are people preparing for what the Justice Department is supposed to release?
It's been quite remarkable to watch this force of inspiring survivors. They have come together. Many of them before September had never met one another. And now they have really become this incredibly powerful sisterhood. They are supporting each other, both forward facing and behind the scenes.
I think sometimes we get caught up in the world of trying to figure out who were Jeffrey Epstein's associates because the rich and powerful have gotten away with things for so long. But I think at the end of the day, people need to remind themselves sometimes, and this is my reminder to everyone, that children were raped, children were human trafficked. The most powerful people in the world have gotten away with it. And the most important thing is to get justice for these survivors, to get justice for these victims. Sometimes we forget about that. And so this is my reminder that at the end of the day, this is a human trafficking case. At the end of the day, this is a case about pedophilia. Yes, Jeffrey Epstein was involved with Mossad and he was a handler with finances. There's other things completely understandable. But yesterday, with these images, it's a reminder to everyone that Donald Trump is a pedophile, a human trafficker, and he should not be the president of the United States. And he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. And he needs to be held accountable.